yeah, for me, art is literally freedom.
You might have heard of Saja Kilani because of her beautiful spoken word poetry, or maybe because of her avid activism online for Palestine. Or perhaps you discovered her more recently due to her phenomenal performance in Katur Benhania's latest film, The Voice of Hind Rijab. In short, she's a multi-talented actress, poet, and artist in every sense of the word. From her grace to her fierce words to her insanely bold presence on stage, Saja is one of the up-and-coming artists shaping the conversation and the narratives regarding our region. When Gabriel and I first discovered her poetry, we became instant fans. Through her authentic and profound prose, she's able to capture such visceral emotions that ring truer now than ever. After DMing her online and telling her about our project in Amman, she made the time to sit down for a conversation with us. So we're here, about to go meet Saja. Come with us.
This is where she works.
This is where she works.
We'll blur it out. It's secret.
Hi, Lily.
Hello.
Hi, Gabriel.
Hi.
Welcome.
Thank you.
Welcome to South Sound Studios.
Oh.
This is Baidar Berman Studio. He's an artist, an incredible artist. But he also opened this podcast studio kind of / recording. And we spend most of our time here.
Okay. Wow, it's very well lit.
Yeah, it's such a beautiful space, honestly. This is actually a table that my cousin, Sama, did. So she has an account called Equilibrium by Sama. And
check it out,
you should
everyone.
Check it out. Equilibrium by Sama, Sama. And so she does a lot of interior design, mostly known for her tables, for her stone tables, including that.
Well, first and foremost, thank you so much for sitting down with us and taking the time to talk to us about you as an artist, your journey, and what art means to you. First, I wanted to kind of ask about, if you can tell us a bit about your childhood, where you grew up, kind of the different places you've lived, and yeah.
Well, I'm so happy to be doing this with you guys. I was raised in Abe, which is a city in southern Jordan by the Red Sea. Mm-hmm. And I moved to Amman before immigrating to Canada.
Okay.
I lived in Toronto for 11 years. I did my undergraduate there, earned my undergrad in International Relations and Theatre. And then I pursued acting at Toronto Film School after. And I am now based in Amman. So Amman is definitely home. It's my comfort zone. It's very family oriented because I'm surrounded by both my immediate and extended family. And when I used to live in Amman, we used to have the regular weekly Friday lunches with the cousins. And so Amman was very much comforting.
Once you did move, how did your identity kind of follow you and your culture evolve as you had these kind of the diaspora experience versus growing up in Amman? How did that shape you?
My identity definitely deepened after I moved to Canada because my first experience when I went to school there was I was introduced to the class and I came in a bit late during the school year. And I remember the first student came up to me and said, when did you come? And I said, I just arrived yesterday. And he's like, oh, how did you have the time to buy clothes? And I was so confused. I was like, what do you mean? And he said, yeah, he thought we all wear robes and traditional clothing. And he saw that I was wearing modern clothing and found that quite absurd. And that's when I was like, okay, so there is a story that needs to be told. It's enough time. They had enough time telling our story. I think it's our time to shape the narrative. We do have normal clothes.
We're in Amman and we're dressed like this.
Yeah, we're quite stylish, actually.
Growing up, what did art in its entirety mean to you? Like, were you always artistic? Were you always expressive in that way?
Art to me has always been freedom. The stage is, funny enough, has always been my safe space, even in a country where judgment, I would say, is the loudest. Parents' eldest, so I was kind of their guinea pig, and I tried everything from sports to art, and yeah, I found definitely my calling. I've always loved anything related to theater.
You ever drawn to poetry specifically? Like, how do you see poetry as in parallel to the other things you've tried out, you know, like you mentioned?
I think I've always been inspired by how people use their art. And my love for poetry first started when I stumbled upon Rafif Ziadeh. She's a beautiful Palestinian poet. And I saw a video of hers on YouTube for her poem Shades of Anger. And she wasn't just reading her poem, it was embodied within her. And I saw her performance and I was absolutely mesmerized. And I think that's where my love for poetry came about. It was literally watching people use their art. And when I did, in a school assignment, I wrote my first poem inspired by Shades of Anger. I realized, okay, I have something to say as well.
And how do you feel like that, you know, your poetry, both on a technical level, but also on a way that you approach it, has evolved since that moment, like as a poet today?
I think I'm learning to trust my gut more, for sure. I try to trust how I feel, whether we talked about this before, like how am I inspired to write something? And it could be like a feeling or a conversation that I've had with someone, even a scent. But really, it's whatever I feel. I try to quickly go on my notes app and just write it down so I remember how I felt in that moment. And then when I do come and sit, I look back at that feeling.
And you're also an actress and a filmmaker.
Yes.
Do you feel like the three, you know, art forms and your poetry has like kind of leaked into the other areas that you work in and you choose to express yourself?
For sure, absolutely. I think what's nice about art is that everything plays together so well. With spoken word poetry, for example, the live performances, it helps that I'm an actress. So in terms of stage fright and all that stuff, but really it is entering this different character each time. And I'm a true believer that everything you do in life is artistic. Like you're acting constantly. Like even now, I feel like I'm playing this character who's doing this
interview. Yeah. I 100% agree with that.
So I think my mind is constantly thinking of acting, but definitely doing both poetry, film, storytelling in general is something I'm very passionate about, and I find ways to incorporate it in everyday life. Interesting that when I do write the list of all the poems that I've written and that I want to perform, I don't find it difficult to kind of go back and say, oh, do I have these memorized? Because I wrote them. So I think it's easier to tap into yourself with poetry. With acting, yes, it's not your words, but you sort of have to make them your own at the same time to kind of connect to the character. But it stems from someone else's writing.
With acting, it's you take a part of yourself to bring to life this other creation.
Exactly, versus poetry, it's your entire being. Someone once asked me about the difference between spoken word poetry and poetry that's read. And I think reading lets you imagine, but the voice makes you feel. And that's something that I've noticed with my live performances is I can write something for you and the way you read it is going to be from your perspective. But when you hear the person who wrote it say it, you feel something different. Maybe it's emphasis on certain words or the way I perform it. But if I'm connected and I'm present on stage, which I always try to be, I always realize that certain words hit people differently.
As an artist, today you have a platform, and I'm kind of wondering, has this platform made you rethink, you know, kind of your responsibility to your community? How does it feel to have kind of this platform to speak out against the things that matter to you, and has it shifted your art in any way?
I think having a platform means having responsibility. Just the idea that having people that are willing to listen to what I have to say is something that I do not take for granted. And I'm so grateful for the people that have supported and are waiting for, you know, the work to come out. It's something that I do definitely carry with care.
Also so important to have a platform when you're sharing the type of things you do, because you also empower your audience so much through your work, which even me as
really is the goal.
No, exactly. And even me as a artist, like when I found your work, like the amount of energy behind it, the depth, the meaning that you put into your work makes me want to get up and create and share and also be a part of that community.
Thank you.
Hence also this project. It's
and all the people that I've met through my platform.
Yeah.
I'm so grateful. Like even Baidar, the incredible people that I've met in the industry as well. It's all been through social media. And that's why I even stayed here. And I ended up booking a role for my first debut film, like feature film. And through it, I met a lot of people in the industry, and I realized I'm missing out on this incredibly creative community. And that's why I stayed, really.
Is there something that you look back to that today, sitting here as the artist you are, has kind of shaped your identity, your form of expression, and what matters to you? And maybe the answer is there isn't one thing, and that, I guess that is yours to tell. But if there's anything that you feel like has really brought you to this moment.
Yes, there is one thing actually. It's a play that I was part of in 2019 called Tales of a City by the Sea, written by a Palestinian-Australian writer called Samah Sabawi, directed by Rahaf Fashi. That play, although it tried to be silenced, we had 2 weeks of sold-out shows. It was an incredible Palestinian play, and it was the first Palestinian play in Toronto. And it really solidified my decision to pursue acting instead of law, pursue really film and storytelling in general, because I saw firsthand how it affected people in the audience that weren't Palestinian, non-Arabs, indigenous people that relate to a land that is occupied, people that relate to just injustice in the world, and seeing the power of art, witnessing it, that then and there was really I almost got a tattoo from this play because of how much it affected me personally.
So can you show us a bit around your space, around the studio, and you can tell us kind of what the space means to you and the work you do here?
Of course. Come along.
Let's get into it. Drink?
Do you want drinks?
Really?
Do you want something to eat?
No, I'm good. No. Oh, I think this is my water.
Yeah. Please help yourself.
Yeah.
This is where we usually spend most of our time after recording. We hear the poems 17,000 different times, add a few things to it, but come, I'll show you.
It's super soundproof.
Yeah, it's soundproof.
I love these little toys all around.
Yeah, they're
I feel
so
like
cute, honestly.
They make the space feel so much more like colorful and creative. Like you just kind of want to.
I got him this. It's an evil eye to
protect him.
To protect the studio. I believe in.
Like
he has.
break,
so sometimes when we do want to take a break, we just watch TV and chill. Actually quiet, as you can tell.
Yeah.
Even when you close the door, you literally cannot hear anything, but it gets
in.
really hot in here. This is the sound booth.
Amazing.
I'll show you.
How has it been moving back to Jordan? Like moving back into a space with these different
Honestly,
type of
I
creators?
didn't think that moving back I'd find these types of places, but I've been so lucky to have found this. It's been honestly amazing. This is my cousin Sama. Say hi, Sama.
Did you feel like you had to reorient yourself to this new?
Honestly, because it has always felt like my comfort zone, I thought that I would go back into a routine that might pull me backwards. But honestly, because of how beautiful the creative community is here, I've only found it to be kind of encouraging to do your art, even in a space that is rather comforting. We have this mic, this headphone and this mic, and this is where I see Baidar, so if he has any notes, I listen to him from the headphones, which we connect. I like to stand, even though I have this chair usually, But I barely use it. I like to stand because I feel the poem and the words a lot more. Also, I see him better when I'm standing.
Does he kind of give you visual cues during the recording? Or?
Yes, he does. Well, not during, but before. And then after we're done, he kind of sometimes gives notes. He's a director too, and he doesn't know it. But get into the zone. We shut the door because when you do that,
it becomes so soundproof.
Yeah, it becomes soundproof.
Do you ever miss the Canadian creative community, or do you feel in touch with them still?
I am in touch with a few people for sure. I miss Canada. I miss my life there, of course. But I think my potential here is a lot bigger.
Do you ever feel like you have to like choose between those two cultures and that the two sides pull you in your identity?
They told me to choose between qaf and q, but I learned to carry both like rhythm and root. They told me to soften my vowels, to hide the sand in my voice, but I made my axe and a blade as sharp as a choice, because I refuse to lose. Against every lost translation, I refuse to lose. Against every country that tried to rename me, I refuse to lose my rhythm and root. They told me to choose between qaf and q. So I simply smiled back. And I chose to not choose.
It's cinematic.
My arm is longer than yours.
Facts. So we just finished filming Saja. We hope it's good. Ya Allah, Allah, Allah.
Yeah. Shot myself 3 times.